about the program, we're giving you a chance to win a pair of tickets to see Pete Townsend, Eddie Vedder, and the Friends in an exclusive concert celebrating the music of The Who and benefiting Teen Cancer America at the Rosemont Theater on May 14th. We also have the how you can buy pre-sale tickets one day only on Monday, April 20th. How about that? We have the exclusive.
Sweet.
On how you can do that the day before they go on sale to the public. Hello! So if you go to Ticketmaster.com and use the promo code WGN, you get right in. How about that?
That sounds easy to do. VIP.
That's a show I'm definitely going to go see. Because, you know, you got to... I'm going to see The Who. I'm a huge Who fan. Going to go see The Who. But this... You never know when they do these little charity concerts, because Pete Townsend's very charitable. He did for Maryville. He did a show at the House of Blues. The actual Who. When John Entwistle was still alive, the Who did a show at the House of Blues. I mean, they literally, I believe, if I am not mistaken, I believe that I have Roger Daltrey's spittle on my forehead.
You were that close.
I was that close.
Boy, that's something. Did you ever wash your forehead again?
No, I have not. That was, I think, about 15, 16 years ago, and I don't believe I have washed my forehead since.
It's hard to believe.
It's like Ash Wednesday, except for like a decade and a half, is basically how that goes.
So they did it for a charity?
Yeah, for Maryville Academy.
That was...
Yeah.
The whole concert benefited?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh. So anyway, we've got a pair of tickets to go see Pete Townsend and Eddie Vedder and Friends at this exclusive event coming up on May 14th, and we will share those tickets with you, I believe, coming up in the Carnarvon Wagon, if I am not mistaken.
Very special Carnarvon Wagon today, right?
Yes, there is a very special Carnarvon Wagon. Now, let me just say this, that there is a gentleman on the Super Celebrity Hotline who, by the way, without question, qualifies as a super celebrity. I think one of the great funk acts of all times. Morris Day in the Time. And you remember now, he had a number of albums in the 1980s, was in the movie Purple Rain, and now Mr. Day is back out. He's going to be in St. Charles at the Arcada Theater tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, oshows.com or 630-962-7000. Morris, thanks for being with us.
What's up, Brian? What's up, Chicago? What's going on? Yes.
That's close enough. It's good enough by me. Brian is our producer, but I'm good. I'm good to go with you, Morris. No problem. All right. I got to ask you.
Are we straight up in St. Charles right now?
Yes, you are. Yes, absolutely. People are listening to you. Everyone in St. Charles is listening to you right now.
What's up, St. Charles?
Let me ask you a question about this. By the way, is Jerome with you at the moment? Uh-oh. Hello?
Say it again.
Is Jerome with you at the moment?
No, he's not with me at the moment.
All right. Because it sounds as though you are, I don't know if you're driving or outside or whatever the situation is. All right, let me ask you a question, because I was reading this story in the Chicago Tribune promoting your show coming up tomorrow night in St. Charles, that you were limited by Prince in going out and going out as Morris Day and the Time in terms of making records. You could go out on tour, right, as Morris Day and the Time, but you couldn't make records as Morris Day and the Time. Is that correct?
This is absolutely correct, and I have a really clear theory on that. I believe he's so controlling that even if I was touring, he wouldn't let me. But the law states that I can tour with that name, and there's nothing he could do about that. So that's really why there's it's not him being nice to me, like him not being able to do anything to me about it.
And now, also in the article, it said you are going to next year record an album as Morris Day and the Time, and the quote, I believe, in the Chicago Tribune was, "Yeah, let him sue me," and people get to see what this guy's really all about. Is that right too?
Yeah, well, that's not my goal, but I'm just thinking that it's going to present itself and everybody will see, and that's why I said it like I did in the Chicago Tribune, because I just want to let it be known that I'm going to do it the way I feel it should be done. And if anybody's blocking, then the public will see what's really going on.
All right. Now, the other controversy that surrounds you at this point, and I'm not a lawyer, but I'd like to represent you, Morris Day, in this.
Represent me for real, man. Come on, man.
I would like to do this because if it were not for Morris Day and the time, I think there would be no Bruno Mars. I really do. I think that Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is a great act, one of the most talented guys
Amazing, yeah.
In the music industry in decades. But so much of what. All right, let's just take Uptown Funk for just a second, shall we?
Yeah.
You may recall you had a song called "The Walk." Isn't that correct, sir?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I'm representing you. It's like you're on. It's like you're on trial right now. You're right there right now.
Right.
All right. So let's, for example, I'm just going to play just a little bit of the open of The Walk here, and you just listen to this. Right? What does that sound like to you? What's that sound like?
I hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do too.
You got
I
that?
see where you're going with this.
Yeah. All right. Now, hold on a second. Please don't answer a question ahead of the questioning here, Mr. Day.
Yeah,
Remember, you are under oath. All right. So now
I'm under oath.
here's the other opportunity here. Let's see what song this is here. Once again. Sounds very similar. As a matter of fact, again, Mr. Day, as a matter of fact, when you stop and you listen to it, if you mix them together, it sounds exactly like this.
Everybody, Michelle fight for that white gold. It's called the walk. Just let your body talk. Styling, wilding, living it up in the city.
All right, there you go. I think case closed, don't you?
I got you. You know what? I'm calling my attorney when I hang up.
That's all you need to hear, right?
I got you. I think I'm about $2 million richer already, don't you think?
Oh, $2 million? Are you kidding, Morris? We're getting you $20 million out of this deal before it's all said and done.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I was talking about your 10%.
Yeah, that $2 million for me. That's absolutely right. Although I'm going to jail for representing you as an attorney when I'm not one. Now, here's the thing.
No, it's all good.
When you first heard that song on the radio, did you stop and go, "Hey, what the hell"?
I really didn't, and I don't think I reacted like a lot of people think I may or should have. But, I guess I'm kind of glad to hear that we influenced some of these young people because there's so much garbage, if you will, on the radio. So, I'm good with it.
Do you think it attracts more attention to your music? Are you going to benefit in some way, hopefully, from a resurgence?
Interviews like this, yes. Absolutely. Interviews like this are definitely going to raise awareness. And not only that, at the BIT Awards, Mark Ronson straight up mentioned me and my fellas. And, that's huge, to admit that, hey, I was influenced by these guys. I love what they did. It made a difference. And to the point that they want to mimic it and that it's still relevant today makes a big difference.
So, and it to me, again, being a kind of right, you hit me right at that moment. My late teens, early 20s. That album came. Your surge happened right around then. And you as a stage act, it was a second to none. You as a funk artist, I think second to none. And the funny thing about this is that right after that moment, hip hop started to take all the energy away from funk. Right? I mean, it was sort of what grunge did to pop rock, right? So it was like the same moment. So do you think that and have you noticed though, guys like Kanye brought funk back in, a lot of other artists have brought funk back in, Jay-Z, Kanye, they realized that in order to really sell, you needed to bring that basic rhythm back. Are you gratified by that? Do you think that's good for you moving forward?
No, absolutely. I think it all helps, and just like styles, the old suits that your grandpa and your grandma had in the clothes they had in their closet, it comes back around. It might have another twist on it, but it comes back around, and it all helps the relevance. Now, granted, the Kool-Aid is watered down. It's not as funky as the funk was back in the day, but, they're bringing a good rendition, and they're pointing it in the right direction.
Yeah. All right, well, Morris Day and the time, you can see them tomorrow night at the Arcada Theater in St. Charles, oshows.com or 630-962-7000, 630-962-7000. It was a pleasure to talk to you, Morris. Thank you for being with us. Appreciate it, man.
Yes. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, St. Charles. I'll see you tomorrow night. Yes.
There he goes. Because I don't know who Brian is or whatever.
And why just St. Charles?
I don't know. It's okay. He's a funk artist.
Yeah.
There's every likelihood he's completely confused. You think St. Charles is a bigger city than Chicago? I don't know. These guys, musicians, they're in a world of their own.
Well, that's true. The best ones are.
Yes, they are. All right. Thank you. I should have called him Otis instead of Morris, but it really would have been a moment.
No.
All right. You know what? Esmeralda Leon standing by with the WGN Traffic, brought to you by the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum. Esmeralda. What happened to Esmeralda now? Now, hold on one second, Esmeralda. Don't move. Don't anybody panic. There you are.
Okay. Thanks, Brian.
Okay. You're welcome.
On the outbound Kennedy Solid Division, southbound 355.
Why does he keep talking about Brian?